I'm in my office. How's the connection? Is it any good? Good morning. Can you tell me if I'm lagging at all or if I'm okay? I got a Wi-Fi extender, but I swear I don't think it's plugged in right. I have no idea. Hi, Jess. Welcome. I finally got a Wi-Fi extender for my office, so I'm hoping it's working. You guys let me know if I'm breaking up or unclear or if it's pretty good. Good so far. Okay. Oh, wow. Hi from South Africa. Wow. Amazing. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Happy Monday. How's everybody? How was everyone's weekends? Hi, Sydney. Hi, Black Mama says. Hi, Chloe. Welcome, you guys. Does everybody have your coffee? We're just waiting on Brandy and Justina, and then when they're ready, we'll get started. Does anybody have any requests today? Does anybody want a certain deck? If you guys tell me, we could do past lives. I grabbed these for some reason. These are like healing cards. Oh, that's so fun. Migraine for 2 days. Ugh, Justina, me too. I can't fight this flare. I'm feeling a little better today. Try to chill. Yesterday, I literally didn't get out of bed. I was in bed all day watching ridiculous things. How past lives? Anybody else have any recommendations? So I grabbed these. I have past lives. I have relationships. I have crystals. I have regular tarot. I have, whatever you guys want. I have this really crazy old deck called Love is in the Earth that was given to me. They don't make them anymore. Oh, you guys want past life? Good morning. Okay, you want past life. So past life it is. Past life it is. Let me put these away. Let me grab the past life. You can feel it in the air. Past life. Okay, past lives it is. Everybody start dropping your first. Well, when Brandy says so. When Brandy says so. Oh, Nick Clem sent me $10 for MM717 reading. I don't know what that means, Nick Clem, but let's get into that. Nick Clem, are you there? Hi, I see that you did. What's your question? Here, I can type. I know I learned how to do this. Hi, what's your question? Never mind. I thought I knew how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And then we'll get into the list. Everybody can start probably dropping their names now. Is that cool? Are you there, Brandy? Is that cool? Do I see a baby in the near future? Let me look. Let me look. Ooh, Brandy, I love your profile picture. Everyone, give hearts to Hot Brandy. Okay, do you see a baby in the near future? I am looking. I am looking. I think that sometimes things don't happen in the divine timing that we want it to. And I think that this has been much more difficult than you anticipated. And I think that you feel like you're exhausted and it can't move fast enough. The thing is you have so much anxiety. Again, you don't realize you do, but you're holding on to all this anxiety, and this anxiety is what's keeping it from happening. So you have to get to a place where you can accept that maybe it won't, and then honestly, I think it will. That's how I'm seeing this. But because the anxiety is so heightened, because you feel like you have so much on the line, that's part of what's keeping it from happening. You see this a lot in couples who adopt and then they end up, I think it's not so soon. I don't see it as so soon. I just see, and I'm not saying it's going to take a long time either. I'm mostly seeing that it's not going to be as fast as you want it to be. Right? Does that make sense? So it's not that it's not so soon. It's that it's not soon enough for you. Right? I hope that was clear and made sense. All right, you guys, first name, last initial. If you have a specific question, $10 cash up, Stacy Luna. And as always, you can make an appointment with me anytime. Oh, good. That's perfect. That's perfect because no. That works out perfectly. I would definitely just let go of any expectations, kind of. Angie. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Angie. Here we go. I finally feel like myself, you guys, since adopting this dog. Ooh, Angie, I'm going to get a little bit more information on yours. I might do this for everybody just because I'm in the mood today. So, Angie, you got angels and an empress. So I want you to know that you are this nurturing, you came of this life and this soul contract to be this nurturing mother goddess figure for everybody. It's super beautiful. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that you feel very maternal. I think that you were the friend who always took care of your friends, and you're the one who always makes sure that's your whole soul contract for this lifetime, and it's super, super beautiful. Super beautiful. I hope you heard that because I've not read that before, and it was gorgeous. Good morning. Perlo, $10. Will your husband return to your marriage? Perlo, will your husband return to your... First of all, I'm so sorry. I know how hard this is, and I'm sending you a lot of love and healing, and so is everyone on here. You guys tap the screen and give Perla some love. There is nothing harder than heartbreak. Nothing harder than heartbreak. So I think that the important thing to know is that I know you do not feel like you have the strength to make it through this. I know you don't, but you do. You will be okay. You're going to be okay. I think that right now you need some time to grieve, and I think it's okay to take the time to grieve and figure out what's happening next. I don't see him coming back. I see that he just can't do the work to be the person that you need him to be. He just can't. So I'm sending you a ton of love and letting you know that it's good. Take the time to grieve, right? Because he's never going to be the person you need him to be, at least not anytime soon. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Someone said they just paid. Hold on. Hey, I only got Perla's. So let's go on to the names, and we are doing past life readings, and sometimes I'm going to pull a little extra if I feel called to get more information. Does that sound good? Perla, I'm sending you love and support, and you're going to be okay. Michelle R. Father. So this is very interesting. Let's see. Your father has been your father in many, many, many lifetimes. It's interesting because I think that though sometimes you have some issues, to you, he's like magic. Like he can make anything happen, and you believe that and this is what I'm seeing. I don't know if this is accurate, but this is what I'm seeing. So you just know that your father is your most trusted companion, even if maybe sometimes it doesn't feel like it because of past life karmic stuff. All he wants is for you to be the best version of yourself you can be. I think sometimes that might come off difficult, but understand that there is a lot of karma involved in your past life with your father. All right, D. Good morning, D. Good morning, D. Biblical. So I love when we get this because usually, so you grew up in biblical times, so you have this deep understanding of things, and it's made you kind of break away from any establishment or religious backgrounds that have been pushed on you because you just see things differently because you lived in that time. That is how I see that. Who is next? Welcome everybody just joining. Just drop your first name, last initial, and everybody gets a card. Bear with us. We're being patient. We do the whole line, and my moderators, of course, always get a chance to because they're doing this. Tap the screen for them. They dedicate so much time to helping us every morning so that we can all have a great start to our morning. Okay, welcome. Sarah H, knighthood. So you were knighted in a previous life. And I'm going to get more information just because I don't usually do this, but I feel like it. You worked and worked and worked and worked. So this knighthood explains this like obsession with work you have, or that you're not good enough, or that you need to do more. That's deep in your karmic roots, that like it's never enough. I want to tell you something. It's enough. It's amazing how you choose to hone your craft and how you try so hard. But you need to know some days you just have to tell yourself you're amazing and you're doing really good work. And if you don't start that messaging, you'll never feel like it's enough, ever. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Thanks for being here, everyone who's just getting here. Tap the screen for Brandy and Justina. They're keeping the list today. Kristen, if you have a specific question like those other two, you can cash at me and I can ask you those. Kristen, I can ask you those, I can answer those. Kristen, unrequited love. So you've had unrequited love in a way in which actually you've kind of chosen these really toxic partners lifetime after lifetime that make you kind of look like the bad guy. A lot of smear campaigning and gaslighting to get you to respond. Reactive abuse, right? I see generations and generations of this. I think what you're supposed to learn in this lifetime is that no one needs to hear your side, and you don't need to prove you're right. You are right. Right? I think there's a lot, and that's so hard when we're going through like toxic relationship breakups, especially when like there's a court system involved. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need, listen, good abusers are really good at being silent abusers, and you don't need to prove, it just, sometimes it just doesn't work, right? I hope that's making sense, but it's coming in screaming. Who is next? Welcome, everybody just joining. Thanks for being here with us today. I took a couple weeks. Things have been so weird the last couple weeks, but I feel like we're back and things are good. How are you doing, Brandy? Are you feeling good? Justina, the energy's good. Can you guys tap the screen for them? Because without them, I cannot do this. Let me just tell you, I am a stroke survivor and I channel and have a hard time remembering as I'm channeling, so. Oh, I'm sorry. You're okay. You're okay. I know it's hard, but I'm always available if you want to work one-on-one, okay? That's my specialty, really. Renee. Ooh, so you're from the Roman era, the Greco-Roman area, which is interesting. I think that's probably, I want to look. Yes, I think that's why you're into tarot and why you're here today. I think that I actually see that you were a card reader. They called it Taroti back then, but I believe that you would go into castles and you would help people make decisions. Renee, you're very, very gifted, so keep working on that. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending your day with us. It means the world to us. Tap the screen for the moderators. Without them, we could not be here at all. Laura. Here we go, Laura. Is this stuff resonating, guys? Laura, transportation. So in a previous life, your significant other lived really far away and you had to go back and forth to see them all the time. And it made you feel some sort of way, and it's created some emotional karmic baggage in this lifetime where sometimes you always feel like you're the one who's going and you're the one who's coming and you're the one, right? Does that make sense? You feel like it's always you that's having to do all the work. And it's because of this lifetime with this kind of situation where you constantly were on this train going back and forth. And I think that just know that that's kind of because you're a kind of get to it, do it person. I know that there's some deep resentment, but try really hard to remember that that's not yours. And part of what's so amazing about you is you are the person who will get up and go and make shit happen and go take care of people. You know, it's a total gift because some of us can't do that. Like, I suck at that shit. I have to tell you, I suck. I'm not the one to call if you want something to like happen immediately, you know? We're lagging. No. We are. Oh, you guys, should I move? Can you hear me? Should I move? Damn it. You guys, should I move? Or do you think we're okay? This house. How do I find a Wi-Fi person? How do I find a person to come in here and help me? Anyone know? I need all the help. Enough that it's annoying? Like, enough that I should move? It's good now? Okay. All right. Who's next? You can? All right. Yay, thank you. You guys have no idea. The Wi-Fi in this house, I am not technical, and this is like so difficult for me that it could, I mean, seriously, my whole business is over Zoom. You're hurting. Oh, honey, I'm sending you so much love right now. I have those Google plugins, but I guess I don't know. I don't know how to make them work. I have extra plugin extenders all over the place. I don't know. I need a guy. I need a person. All right, you guys, who is next? Are we here? Okay, that's a good idea. It stopped. Okay. All right, you guys. Who's next? You guys are being so patient. Pereira. Let's get into this. Pereira. This is amazing because you're in so much pain, but I have to tell, yep. So in a previous life, you were a medicine man, actually. And you were really, 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 really gifted. And how you got that strength was by going through some really emotionally difficult things. And then you transmuted that and became this like insane healer yourself. And I think that's what's going on right now. That's exactly what's going on. You are in so much pain. You feel like you cannot see the way. You cannot see the light. You will find it. You will find it. And in that, you will heal so many people around you. You have no idea. You have the gift of a true healer. And this pain is happening so that you can access that. It's actually really beautiful. So I want you to be gentle and loving with yourself and know that this is opening the door to a world you never thought you'd live in. It's good. I mean, really. Welcome, you guys. How's everyone doing? Am I lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. The stress of it all. Thank you for the roses. So thoughtful. Oh, good. Thank you for being here. We're all, Venus is next. We're on Venus. And then don't forget, if you guys have specific questions, you can ask me those. And I also have availability this week if anyone wants to make an appointment. Ooh, we have jumpers. Hot. Wars and battles. Wars and battles, Venus. Wars and battles. And you know, during the wars and battles, you would go in and you would emotionally support in the hospitals these people that were hurt and wounded. You have this deep need to be emotionally available to people who need you. And that comes from this time where you did all of this service. You're a very intuitive person, and you have this love, that you need to give. It's a huge part of who you are, this need to give in whatever way that looks like. For some reason, I feel like that has something to do with animals in this lifetime a lot, but I don't know where that came from. So, I'm crazy. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody who's just joining. Drop your first name, last initial. Everybody gets a card. Sherry, welcome, Sherry, as I fall over in my chair and knock everything down. You guys like that? So coordinated I am. Okay, Sherry. Sherry, phobias. Okay, this is a big one. This comes up a lot. So there is something that you are terrified of. As a matter of fact, I feel like you have some anxiety. Yes, and serious trust issues because you have been burnt so badly in the past by people to the point that just know that if you put your name down, you made the list. Okay? You just have to say your first name, last initial, and you make the list. So you have a lot of trauma around untrustworthy people, to be honest, and people who have made unhealthy choices over choosing you. And it's showing up in this lifetime a lot too. Be mindful of who you're attracted to, because I think a lot of that has to do with some internal messaging, and it makes you date kind of the bad boy that you want to change, but I don't think you can. I don't know what that is, but I feel like I have to tell you that. All right, you guys, who's next? I need a sip of coffee. Coffee for me. Yeah, okay, sending you so much love. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to work through with that. A lot of stuff to work through with that. So just be really gentle with yourself. Justina, ships. Ships. What's the story with the ships? Oh, so you were in some sort of tragic accident on a ship. When you were young, you witnessed things that were very scary, actually. And it stayed with you for some time, and you have a phobia of, like, it looks like falling into the water or something. I don't know if this is, but there is a real thing with you saw somebody get hurt and like tossed into the water on a ship in a previous life as a young child. Yeah, that's very clear. Who is next? Ooh. Yes, coffee is good, right? Welcome everybody just joining. Brandy. God, it's nice to feel better. I wasn't channeling all that well when I didn't feel well. Yeah, you saw there's something for sure, like where you saw something terrifying. So this is so cute. You and Dee have been married many, many times before. Your one thing that's always, though, the issue is money. That's always been it's like a karmic vestige that you've taken with you for every single relationship. I want you to start doing daily abundance affirmations. Start writing them down. That's what I would do. Oh, whatever you want. If you want a 10-minute, a 15-minute, do a 15-minute. If you want a half hour, just however much time you want with me. So I want you, Brandy, seriously, to start doing some affirmations about breaking abundance blocks. Oh yeah, he's way past your soulmate. He's like your everything. He's the one, you know that. You know that. You just have these weird agreements. I think that you guys chose each other over money in previous lifetimes. And, that's your big thing, is that you've always chose the love over the money. So sometimes in like this lifetime, it creates this abundance block because you've had to make those choices in the back, right? In the past lives. How are we doing, you guys? Anybody have a specific question? Annie L. Good morning, Annie. Good morning. We have another medicine man or woman. And you chose to give up city life. So this is interesting. You, Annie, gave up this, like, the hustle and bustle of materialism in a previous lifetime for this very, very rural medicine man life. You literally completely broke into two different people, and you left that ego and everything you thought you needed behind. It's really, really beautiful because you have this deep understanding of wanting to be part of the material world on a deep level, and now being on this spiritual journey. And it's a part of you. It's who you'll always be. You'll always be both. Who is next? Again, if you have a specific question, you can cash at me, but right now we're doing like past life stuff. Am I lagging again? Or am I good? Nicole T. Nicole T. Forgiveness. I am very curious. Forgiveness. Okay, you have had many relationships that marriages in previous lifetimes. You've literally been one of the people, like I'm telling you, back in the day you were like the divorcee when divorcee like was not chic. So you have some serious trust issues, and you have some serious trust issues with men, and kind of have this need to prove that you can do everything on your own. You need to get to a place of forgiveness, which is really hard. This whole lifetime, and I'm getting this one about this lifetime, this whole lifetime is about learning to not hold these grudges, because in previous lives, you definitely held a lot of grudges, right? So it's about learning how to forgive people for being themselves, even if you can't stand themselves, and even if you think they're toxic and disgusting, even if, the truth is people suck a lot of the time. I know that's really hard to say, but people suck. They really do. Allison H. Male, female. So you have led many lives where you're both male and female. So you understand men and women in a way that most people don't. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so in previous lifetimes, you have gone through situations where you've had to prove yourself and prove your identity and prove who you are. And so sometimes you bring that into this lifetime. You feel like you have something to prove, especially with money. Like you have to prove you're good with money to people. So just know that that comes from, again, a previous life, many previous lives, where I think that you thought you spent more money because you were a woman, and if you were a man, you would spend less, and then you kind of did it again. So this seems to be a thing where you're constantly juggling this money and feeling like you have something to prove in many lifetimes. Welcome, you guys. Thanks. Oh, thank you for the lollipops. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. We love spending our mornings with you. I hope someone's watching the clock, because I have a 9 a.m. call. No, she's not. Brandy always does everybody. She's really, you guys have no idea how good she is at this. As a matter of fact, everyone tap the screen for her because she's amazing. Shannon B. Shannon B. Shannon B. Oh, so this is a very hard one. So I'm going to tell you. Food and, okay. You've had many lifetimes where you were so poverty stricken, like food was an issue, getting food. And I see that, no one's ever been able to help you. You've never been able to do this. You've always felt like you could be able to count on someone to help you, but every time you end up in the same situation, almost carrying their burdens too. So I want you to know that those money blocks and stuff come from a very difficult past life, a very difficult past life. So you have to get to a place where you remember that you're safe, right? Because I think that you have so much root chakra work that needs to be done based on that lifetime. Emily G, and that's where that money shit comes from that we have. So often it's not ours to carry. We're just bringing it in. Emily G, Emily G, Emily G. Oh, so you are the wise one in your friend group. You're the one, you have lived many, 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 many lives. You're the person who's always telling everyone the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Things don't need to be this way. You're the one, I think, that spends a lot of time putting out fires, and I think sometimes it's really exhausting. What I don't know that you realize is that you are a healer. That is what healers do. They're the ones that spread the wisdom and spread the understanding to trust the flow and to trust the universe and to not get caught up in shiny new objects, and that is who you are, and you're really good at it, and you're really important to the people in your life, and you should know you're called in to support them. So when it feels like it's too much, it's not. It's your soul calling. It's not too much. Lisa M. Oh, another unrequited love, Lisa M. Let's see what this looks like. You spent a whole entire lifetime with actually a married man. And I'm talking when, a long time ago when this would have been so secretive, and you punished yourself because you were manipulated, and you did love him. You both did love each other, but you punished yourself to the point that you caused so much deep anxiety. You really did. And I think that you've carried the punishment of being with this married man into every single lifetime, and tell yourself that you don't deserve things because you have this guilt and karma. Because back then, not that it's great to date married men, but things were a lot different, in the 1600s, right? So you've just carried a lot of pain with that. Who is next? Yes. We try to be really organized over here. Good morning, and not spammy. A Luna, it's my A Luna's birthday tomorrow, and I have done nothing. So what do you think about that? Shitty wife who didn't feel well. Kimberly T. How are we on time, you guys? Another transportation, but you actually worked in the transportation. You worked on the train lines. And you loved it. You actually went to White House dinners, and you were considered part of you created transportation. So it's amazing. You're the one who created maps and who created trains, and amazing. And you were famous for it, and in history books. You should look up the person who worked on those. That's you. I'm good, thanks. It's yours. Stop it. 2 A Luna Geminis. I don't know if the world's ready. Macon. Did anyone tell me what time it is? 11:30. Okay, 15 minutes, guys. Macon. Okay, Macon. So in a previous life, you were in a same-sex marriage in a previous life, but you had to hide it. And because you had to keep secrets and you had to hide things, it makes you feel unsafe all the time being your authentic self. So you have this need sometimes to hide how you're feeling because you want to please and people please others. That is what I got for you, which is pretty heavy. But it makes sense. For some people, it's really easy to speak their truth and be really loud. And for others, it's not. And so often it's based on these past life situations. How am I doing, you guys, on the lagging? Shanta. Okay. So, Shanta, you were a orphan in a previous life. But you were rescued by actually a younger man who claimed to be your brother, which is really interesting. And I think he's in this life with you now too. I think he's a boyfriend or a spouse in this lifetime. And he treats you, he really loves you and really wants to take care of you and see you so happy. But that's why you trust him more than you've ever trusted anyone else. And you feel like you're safe because he adopted you in a previous lifetime as a young man. Literally forged paperwork to say he was your brother when he was not your brother, so that he could raise you because he saw you in this orphanage and thought, I can do better by her. It's super beautiful, actually, so beautiful. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, right? Oh, thank you, Kelly. Kelly, Egypt. You might be related to my daughter who never stops talking about Egypt. You had an unrequited love, and actually in Egyptian times, it wasn't an unrequited love. You went through a pretty serious breakup and were kind of feeling like you were all alone. It happened in Egypt, so Egypt doesn't really feel safe. So I feel like when you see documentaries and things about Egypt, you probably change the channel and are really disinterested. I think because there was some pain associated with that period and that lifetime. That is what I see there. Who is next? Yolana. I'm going to shuffle these a little. Yolana. Thanks for being here, you guys. It's so nice doing this in my office. Yolana. Farm. Let's see. Oh, so you lost your parents pretty young and had to take over the family farm. And you, because of that, I will tell you, you find manual labor to be the worst thing in the whole entire world, and you will never do it again for as long as you live. And your guides are laughing. But that's where this like deep hatred for any manual labor, that's where that comes from. That comes from a lifetime of really like having to work the farm. Andrea. Oh, you probably live with Taylor in communal living. You found communal living to be everything in the whole. It's so weird because I'm feeling like, I don't know when you were born, but I feel like you were part of the Kool-Aid thing. And I wish that I was better at history. My husband could be like this and this and this and this. But I literally feel like you as a young child were part of the Kool-Aid thing. I don't know what year you were born though. Can you look that up? Because it's like screaming at me. Who is next? Welcome everybody. Thanks for following me. Thanks for being here. Natalie L. Oh, you have the same one as me. Authority figures. You tend to have a very difficult time with authority figures. I think maybe you've outgrown this. I think we've moved on past then. But you have had at least a very, very difficult time with authority figures. It looks like, though, like I said, you've moved on from it. But just know that sometimes you block your own way by immediately saying no to things or not listening to the advice of, you know, someone who might be a little wiser, right? They're authority figures for a reason. And if you can learn to play the game, things will be a little easier. You just say your first name, last initial, and if we get there, we get there. We stop at 8:45. Usually every day my first client's at 9, or, you know, any work thing I have to do. Okay, here we go. Taryn, you only have to leave your name once, just one time, and the girls will get you on a list, and then it's me kind of who says if we can keep going or not, you know, but I have class. Ooh, okay, so Tara, you were imprisoned and your spouse waited for you. And because of that, you have all this guilt and feel like you need to overdo everything. Like you always like give almost too much of yourself, and you tend to not let people give back to you. And it's because you feel like indebted for like all these lifetimes. And believe me, you've paid the debt. You've paid the debt. You don't need to be the one that does all the giving all the time. It's okay. It's okay to take a little and to let people take care of you. It's totally okay. Who is next? You're welcome, you guys. Renata, here we go, Renata. You guys are being so patient. Thank you. Yeah, how old are you? I feel like you were part of the, I don't know. I'm literally seeing it so clearly though. Can you look that up? Because I'm like young and part of that, I believe. Okay, sorry. Renata, Renata, so you were a very, very, very successful artist in a previous lifetime. And the thing was, even though you had all the luxuries and all the money and all the things in the world, mostly you were so happy. You're a very talented artist. You need to know that. That's gone many, many lifetimes. So whatever it is that you're thinking about birthing or creating, that's cute. You need to do that, okay? Like you need to, don't be afraid of your talents. You have no idea. You're so magical. So magical. Welcome, you guys. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for being here. I started doing email readings, you guys, if you don't like Zoom or it's too expensive or you just want to ask me like a couple questions. I think I'll probably send voice memos because if I had to type that all out, I'll stop doing it in like 2 seconds. Trust me. But check those out. They're on my website too. No one's done any yet. We just added them. But that's another way to connect. And then 15 minutes or 30 minutes. And you guys can always, so you guys know, you can always do whatever you want in that time. I'm waiting on who's next. I think I missed it. So in that 15 or 30 minutes, if you want to do past lives, if you want to do, we can do anything. I mean, you were a singer and she was a singer in a previous lifetime, a very talented vocalists. But that doesn't mean that's how it's going to show up in this lifetime. I mean, I think it will, but I see painting and stuff too. She's an artist. She's got a lot to give. Gloria R. Oh, wow. So I want you to know that, I don't know, are you currently engaged? If you're currently engaged, know that this is the one. You will be with him forever. You were connected in many, 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 many lifetimes. It's super beautiful. You know that too. You knew the second you met this person, it was a soul connection. Who is next? You saw the glasses and cards. This is what I'm going to tell you, Tracy Dillard. Your son is doing the best that he can with the tools that he has. Michelle G. Another unrequited love. Oh, so you fell in love with an extremely, extremely manipulative man. An extremely manipulative man who actually like really caused so much distress that you ended up so gaslit. You're very attracted to narcissists because of this. You buy that love bombing and that stuff because you need it because you were so hurt before. I want to be really, really careful. And I'm not just talking about in relationships. I think you may have like some pretty gross friends that, you know, tend to make you feel some sort of way about yourself. So watch that. 20 minutes. Okay. Thanks. Here we go, guys. Can you guys tap the screen for Brandy? Literally cannot do this without her and Justina. Cannot. Like when I say cannot, it cannot happen. Black auras or red auras mean that they're in their root chakra, like more grounded. Okay, 5 minutes for you. Billy A. Another Roman. Ooh, so you were in the Greco-Roman time, right? But what's interesting is you took a vow of silence. You took a vow of silence because you were so upset with how the justice system worked. You felt like all these things were happening that were not fair in history in that time. And you were so disgusted by all of it, you took a complete vow of silence. You're a very political person. You care a lot about politics. Yeah, that's what I see. That's where that comes from. You've always been a crusader, so to say. Who is next? Did I lag? The link in my bio, and you can do it. And if you don't want to do a Zoom reading, if that's not, then do one of the email ones. If Zoom is too hard, that's part of why I did it, because Zoom is really hard for people. Hold on. This is for D, right? Hold on. Here I go. Here I go. Lessons and blessings. So it's the same thing, is that D feels like lessons. He feels like you guys have brought into this lifetime so many lessons and blessings you've learned from the other one. He feels like he can work past those money blocks, though, because he knows how to stay within his soul's journey. So it's very interesting. He feels like I told you he's pretty ascended, and I think he's got this. You like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I just wanted, the Zoom meetings are really hard for people. I spend a lot of time telling people how to get on Zoom, or ending up having to call someone with only like 10 minutes because they couldn't figure out Zoom. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'll do this little email thing. I'll try it. I'll see if I can figure out how to do it. Of course. So that's why I added those. For people that it just feels too heavy, or you feel like you need more privacy. I get that. Sometimes people want to hide their face. So it was just a way to offer more. But you guys can choose the time. And like I said, you choose what we do. We do whatever you want. Myra L. Finances. This is going to be interesting. You, Ted, you're great. You have always had a lot of money, or this ability to manifest money. I think that's better to say. And this is you have 2 major arcana cards on this one, and a major arcana and a court card. You feel like you know how to make it rain when you need to make it rain. So if you want to spend a little money, you're going to spend a little money. And you know what? It's so healthy and so beautiful. And I know that you got a lot of shit about it, but I love it. So you know what? You just keep it's nothing. It just comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes. And it's beautiful. I love that, actually. I love that. It's great. Amanda, right? Amanda S. What time is it, guys? Amanda S. I need a clock in here. Yep, another medicine man or woman. You actually, it's interesting. You ended up, you're medicine man. You were never gonna get married, and you ended up marrying a medicine man. And together, you guys even trained your children, to get into this almost, I see more shamanism. And your family was known in the village as like the family of all healers. And I think you guys I think you have a very empathic presence, and I think your children do too. So I feel like maybe you have young children now. If I'm wrong, I don't know. I see them pretty clearly. They are empaths, so be gentle with them. They're going to have trouble in loud, crowded places. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome everybody who's just joining. We have about 15 minutes. It is Winona's turn. Hi, Winona. If you guys aren't in my Facebook group, come check it out. Follow me on Instagram. I do daily readings. Winona, Native American. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so you were a Native American, but you were one of the astrologists who bowed to the moon and helped people do shadow work and tribe tellers. You would help people end their past karma. Really, really beautiful. You were you really helped people when they were in their deepest, darkest things and could not find any light. You led them to the light and helped them get through it. I think you do that now too. I think that you are the person that people come to when they need uplifting and help and support. And that's just, it's in your nature. It's beautiful. Gemini. Another phobias. So you have, this phobia though is a relationship phobia where you tend to always be the person who is financially supporting every lover in your life. And it's happened in every single lifetime where you feel like you do all the financial supporting, and it creates this resentment. What's really interesting though is that I don't think you would want it any other way. I mean, I think that you would want them to bring more money in, but you would never want to be support. You're not the kind of person who can't be like handling your own destiny. We love you, Justina. Bye. Have a great day. Morgan. Galactic. This is that alien stuff I know nothing about. You guys tap the screen for Justina. Can you thank her for being here with us? Tell her how much you appreciate her. Okay, so you had a previous lifetime in a galactic realm where you could not, you had a serious fertility journey that you felt like was decided on because of other people's and their choices. It was a very difficult lifetime. And some of that fertility stress carries on into other lifetimes like this one, I think. Know that that has nothing to do with this lifetime. You are completely capable of having a child. You need to like limit that stress. Vanessa F. Vanessa F. Forgiveness. Who do we need to forgive? You need to forgive yourself for choices that you've made in previous lifetimes. I think that you received a lot of guilt for wanting to have a career while being a mother in a previous lifetime. And because of that, you're always putting this pressure on yourself that you're not doing enough at either one of the things. You need to forgive yourself and know that you're a badass bitch and you could do anything you want to do. And you can be a rock star mom and be in an amazing career without feeling like you're failing at one or the other. You're amazing and you've got this, and that like shame shit, it's no good, no more. You are amazing. You tell yourself that every day. Lauren S. Mother. So this one can tend to be a little bit difficult. You have had the same mom in lots and lots of lifetimes. And what has happened is your mom tends to value money over love. And this shows up over and over and over and over and over again, where she just can't be what you want her to be. And she just isn't very emotional, and she's not going to be. You just need to know she's just not going to be. So she loves you though so much. She just has a real weird way of showing it. But just know that this mother wound, and you guys have made an agreement to go into many, many lifetimes together. So this is going to be going on for a long time. So learn how to accept her for who she is, because it'll make the next lifetimes and the ones after that easier. Cindy M. Health. So in a previous life, you were very disrespectful and mean to people who had health problems, including the mother of your children at the time you were male. And so what happened is now in this lifetime, you're the sick one. So I think you may have some things going on sometimes with your health where you don't always feel like you're 100%. It's some karma for being an asshole in a previous life, which I hate saying, but just, I have the health shit. I just accept it. And I'm like, whatever I did, fuck, but I will handle this with grace so that my next lifetime can be peaceful. Who is next? You guys, I had such a great morning with you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Can you guys tap the screen for Brandy as I read Allison? Because honestly, you have no idea. No, Brandy, I can't do this at all. Allison, and please tap that screen. Allison, you were imprisoned, and not able to be with the father of your children. And it made money really, 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 really hard for you. And you tend to have in every partnership some resentment with money. Tomorrow morning at 8, as long as I've got Brandy. Brandy, do I have you tomorrow at 8? So you have some resentment with money. You have something where, and that shows up in lots of karmic relationships because this one lifetime was so difficult. Sherry M. As long as I have Brandy, I am here Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Sherry M. Wisdom. Oh, so in a previous life, you were like the richest. You had so much money. You had lived in this crazy castle, but you were really selfish and you didn't share your money. The problem with being selfish and not sharing your money is that now sometimes you feel like money is hard to get because you made it hard to get. So, but it isn't. You can totally change that. But you have to really work on those blockages and understand that, the wisdom that you're passing on this lifetime is that money isn't everything, I know, but it's a lot. It's hard. I know it's been challenging. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these again because I just feel like I keep getting the same cards. Welcome. Thanks for being here, you guys. Oh, yeah, of course. You guys, I love doing this. And I like spending my morning. It's a great way to start the day. Gets me warmed up for my clients. Janelle, another transportation. But in this situation, your kids were taken away from you and they were really far away. And you had to do and you were angry actually at your spouse because your spouse made it very difficult for you to see them. He felt like they had to be in boarding schools and it was so hard for you. You would go and visit all the time. Empty nest is going to hit a little harder for you than the average person because you don't like distance. Distance makes you feel almost phobic. It brings anxiety. How are we doing, you guys? Who's next? We will be back tomorrow. And don't forget, you can make an appointment with me anytime, or you can get a reading emailed to you anytime by just checking out the link in my bio. Oh, Kim, I hope we get there. We're doing the best we can. My day starts at 9, so it's hard. I have to get off at at least 5 till. Christy M., you were a high priestess witch in a previous lifetime. And you manifested every single thing you could ever want. And because of that, if you want it, you can have it. If you want it, you can make it happen. More than the average person. If you want it, you can have it. And you need to keep telling yourself that. You're a badass witch. You can make stuff happen. To me, a witch just means the ability to manifest, right? Super beautiful. Who's next? Time to get off and get myself together. You guys, tap the screen for the moderators. They're amazing. I am here Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. with Brandy, who is the greatest thing in the world. When Brandy's here, I channel and I'm calm and I feel protected and I do my job better because of her. I hope to see some of you this week, one-on-one in sessions. They're really fun and you get a copy of them. I will see you guys. Yeah. It's beautiful. You're a badass bitch. You just need to know it, Sometimes it's hard to find that inner strength, but once you find it, watch out. It's like a superpower. All right, you guys, big hugs.